Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, and good morning. Yeah, all those apply. Thank you so much for keeping company with me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, for I have more to tell you. Okay, subscribe, like, and share. Okay, so today, what brings me live? It, it is this story of another Kenyan lady arrested in India for smuggling cocaine. Friends, just last month, Kenyans were crying for the government to intervene and help another lady called Duta, Margaret Duta, to be saved because she was to be killed. Yeah, let me say killed, because she was to be killed last month on 17th of March. She was going to be killed through injection, okay, because she was caught smuggling cocaine, okay, and that's in Vietnam, okay. She was headed to Laos, but she was arrested, and she was to be, she was sentenced for death, okay? She was to be killed on 17th of March. So it's just, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore, because it's just recently. And this lady I'm talking about, called Emily Rhoda, Emily Kanini Rhoda, was arrested on 1st of April. 1st of April. 1st of April, my friends. It was Fool's Day, yeah, but it is not a Fool's Day information. It's like the lady was arrested. Reason being, she left Nairobi through Doha, Qatar. Then she went to India. Yeah, she was to deliver the package, and apparently she was nervous. She knew what she was carrying, and so she became nervous. And when they saw how nervous she was, they said, "Hey, this must be carrying something." So they took her suitcase and checked. They found shoes and clothes. After removing shoes and clothes, guess what? The suitcase was still heavy. They said, "We have to check, there's something." And then guess what? They found cocaine. Yeah? Listen to this story. Yes, listen to this. A 43-year-old Kenyan who is currently being detained by authorities in India for attempting to smuggle cocaine worth 2.1 US dollar million. 2.1 million US dollar. That is 270 million Kenya shillings. And guess what, my friends? She was promised to be given 100,000 Kenya shillings. That is roughly less than 1,000 US dollar. Less than 1,000 US dollar. She sees that's a lot of money. She sacrificed her life because of that. And this thing, I really don't know. I don't think I feel anything for her. I'm sorry to say that, because we've been crying and everybody has been crying. The people of Kenya have been crying, asking the government to intervene in Vietnam because of this lady called Margaret Nduta, who was to be executed on 17th. And we don't know the story so far. We don't know if she's still alive or she was killed and the government is just trying to play games. We don't know. The last word we had is like the government officials went to see her, and that's all. Can you imagine? They went to see her, that's all. No more. Okay. So, this Rhoda Kanini was arrested on Tuesday. Fool's Day, April Fool's Day. She was arrested in Mumbai. And then, when they opened the suitcase, during the examination of the trolley bag carried by her, the officers observed that it contained clothes and shoes. Yeah. However, after removing all the contents of the said bag, the officers found that the bag was unusually heavy. The usual story, usually heavy. And on further examination, it was found that some synthetic material was affixed on the bottom side. So this is what the crazy people who are trying to kill other people do. They extend the bag. They create an extension under at the bottom of the suitcase and add their stuff there. Okay. But the funny thing, this lady knew what she was carrying and she was nervous. So the nervousness caught up with her, yeah. And she said, during the interrogation, she told the authorities that a woman in Nairobi called Millicent. I wonder why they can't give full names, or they don't know full names, or it's a game they're playing. But she said from Nairobi gave her and promised her 100,000 Kenya shillings to smuggle the contraband to India. Listen. And then Rhoda has admitted that she was aware of the contents of the bag and she had been promised, yeah, if she successfully, can you imagine? So this crazy statement here. If she successfully smuggles, that's when she would get payment. So Rhoda has been arrested in India. No payment yet because she was not successful. She wasn't successful. So no payment. 100,000. What's 100,000? Actually, 100,000 is like 775 US dollar. You risk your life because of 100,000 Kenyan shillings. What is that? What's wrong with us? Kenyan women, what's wrong with you? We can't be on the news all the time just because of smuggling drugs. That's very wrong. You're smearing the names on Kenyan women. No, we are not smugglers. Please, can you stop this business? Stop. Stop. Can you do other thing? You can do another business. You can even make mandazi. You can even cook githeri. You can even cook porridge and sell, and you can make money. Please stop doing this business of delivering people's luggages. You smuggle drugs and you expect the government to come in and intervene. The government has a lot of things to do. Yeah, this is not all. I. So she says Millicent arranged her flight, okay, and accommodation in Mumbai, okay. So the officers said they suspect this is a wider network, and efforts are underway to identify her accomplices, okay. Uh, so if found guilty, which she is, so if Rhoda found guilty, she could face severe penalties because it was like 2 kgs of cocaine. That's a lot. So she may serve up to 20 years or more than 20 years in prison. She's lucky she's not going to be executed. There's no execution on that. It's just a longer sentence and maybe with some fine. And where is she going to get the money if there's a fine? Hmm? That's crazy. Just the other day, someone was caught, and it's been all over the media, all over social media, that Margaret Indutao was to be executed because she was caught in 2023 smuggling cocaine to Laos. She was arrested in Vietnam, and she's been there waiting execution. And we all went online crying and pleading with the government to intervene. Huh? I'm not pleading anymore. I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not pleading anymore. Why? Why this? When you already know the danger of smuggling this thing. So she thought she's better or she's smarter than other people, so she can successfully smuggle so that she can be paid 100,000 Kenya shillings. Please, ladies, stop this. This is too much. This is too much. Stop it. Stop it. We cannot continue doing this. I. This is too much. I tell you, this is too much. And that's not enough. There's another one. There's another lady, Judy, who was also arrested in 2023. Ah. So we come every day breaking news. Another Kenyan has been arrested trafficking drugs. What kind of business is that? Can we stop these ladies? Do something else. We can do something different. There are many other business one can do. Make uji, cook githeri, sell. I don't know what to say. It's disturbing that this is all what Kenyan women have decided to do, to smuggle drugs. Hmm? Yet we know the dangers of doing that. Can't we learn a lesson? We need to learn a lesson. Yes, we need to learn a lesson. We must. We must. Yeah, we must. So, Rhoda Kanini is 43. If she's, by the time the judgment is passed, I don't know when that is, by the time the judgment is passed and then she's sentenced, she will be sentenced over 20 years. So she will be 60 something or around 70 years when she will be freed from India. Huh? Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? Yeah, she'll be like 70 years or 50 something years. Hmm? There's also another one who was arrested. What's wrong with us? We cannot keep on doing this business, dirty business. So dirty, yeah, it's dirty business of smuggling cocaine. You risk your life, you're just given few dollars or few Kenya shillings, and then you decide it's enough for you to risk now. Hmm? Please, ladies, we need to stop this. Yeah, this has to stop. This has to stop. Please get your money genuinely, stop these shortcuts, and all will be well. Okay, friends, I'll come in another time with another lady again who was caught. Yeah, there's a lady again who was caught. I'm telling you, Kenyan ladies have decided the only business they can do is the only business they can do is smuggling cocaine. No other business. Hmm? That's not right. That's not right. Yeah, that's not right. We need to do better. We can do better, ladies. Let's not allow ourselves to be misused by people who have ill intentions. Okay, why can't they transport those cocaine themselves? Why do you think they are using you? Because they know how dangerous it is. And maybe when they lied to you, they are called Millicent. Here they are not Millicent, and you just go. Hmm? You know, people can lie. This lady, maybe she was lied to. She thinks this is a Millicent that is not a Millicent even. Give us full names. Don't give us one name. Millicent who? There are so many Millicents in Kenya. So how are we going to get the rest? We need to catch the big fish. Okay? The big fish needs to be caught so that this thing can stop. Drug trafficking has become so much. Hmm? Yeah. We need to stop this. We need to. And it's only me and you. The war starts me and you. All the change is me and you. Please enlighten our girls. That's not business. By the way, come to think of it, no men who have been caught, only ladies. Hmm. I'm not lying. I'm saying mostly we have ladies. Ladies have been caught smuggling drugs outside Kenya. Please, ladies, we can do better. Yes, we can do better. We can do better than smuggling drugs. Thank you guys. Thanks for keeping company, and I'll be back with more. And yeah, stay tuned. Please tell others that drug trafficking is dangerous. Drug trafficking kills. It can kill you, and it's gonna kill other people. Remember when you're taking this, the cocaine is going to be given to other people who will be misusing it. Yeah, it's okay, guys. Until next time, thank you. I love you. See you soon.